Hey guys, give me just a second. I need to fix the OBS settings. It's all different from yesterday, so give me a second. Almost there. Oh, there we go. Yep. So give me just a couple of minutes while I set everything. Hey, bad cat. It's funny because I'm actually gonna be streaming the sculpture of a cat, so it's fitting to your name. ¿Qué onda? Denme nada más unos minutos en lo que termino de setear todo porque no sé por qué el OBS estaba súper movido. Yeah, it's very fitting your name to the streaming cat. Just give me a couple of minutes. I'm gonna start sculpting something just so I don't have a sphere. And I already have an idea how the shape of the cat's gonna be. At least a very cartoony stylized cat. As always, I'm starting with a quite high poly sphere. And I'm just using trim dynamic to get rid of some of the excess here. Let me see. Since I'm not really following a concept, I'm gonna be improvising the shapes, and then I'm gonna be using Dam Standard, which is the brush I'm currently using, just to get the shapes. It's pretty much like sketching in 2D, but you're doing it in 3D with ZBrush. So it's a nice way to get the shapes done, the design. I'm gonna change the shape of this. And I'm gonna start using spheres just to get the shape of it. Hey Manuel, ¿qué onda? Manuel Molina. Saludos hasta allá, Argentina. Justo estaba esculpiendo y paré para descansar un rato y me viene muy bien ver un pro trabajando. Muchas gracias. Sí, hubo un problema con el horario hoy. En teoría iba a ser el streaming un poco antes, pero justo por el horario de verano y todo esto, falló un poco la coordinación, pero era un streaming relativamente corto. La idea es hacer un gato. Vamos a trabajar en la base. Y son familiares con el streaming, saben que empiezo con esferas básicamente, como usar plastilina y ir sacando las formas principales. Poniendo mucha atención a el thumbnail que tengo aquí, porque quiero que la silueta se vea bastante única, que sea fácil de reconocer. So right now I'm trying to work on the silhouette, and currently the thumbnail it's quite useful to get the shape of the silhouette done. rid of the interior of the ear. Pretty much just getting the shape done. So yeah, sorry for tonight. I don't have my webcam on. I had some issues with it, but hopefully in the next streaming I'll have that thing sorted out. Last streaming I was having issues again, but I was using my phone. But unfortunately I'm not able to use my phone right now, so that's why I don't have my webcam right now. Hey Andrés Benavides. Muchas gracias. Trabajo es muy cool. Eres un crack. Muchas gracias. Te voy a mostrar una pregunta. Para modelar rostros, ¿cómo crees que debe empezar? ¿Cuáles son los pasos a seguir? No sé por dónde iniciar. Bueno, para modelar rostros, am, creo que es mucho como dibujar. O sea, puedes empezar con las formas básicas. Es decir, por ejemplo, imagina que este es el rostro de un humano. Es básicamente lo mismo. Yo empiezo a hacer con Dam Standard como las proporciones, a dibujar como dónde van a ir los ojos, dónde van a ir la nariz, la boca. Y en el caso de un rostro, obviamente tiene que ser mucho más exacto que en el caso de esto, que es básicamente una ilustración, un personaje 2D. Pero para eso ya hay muchísimas referencias de lo que te enseñan como al momento de dibujar figura humana, ¿sabes? Como las proporciones de, no sé, son 5 ojos de distancia, bueno, 5 ojos, digamos que el ancho de una cabeza, o entre ojo y ojo hay otro ojo, o proporciones así que son como truquitos que funcionan en la ilustración. Estos funcionan también muy bien en el 3D, entonces no tienes que tener un problema de improvisar todo. Si puedes empezar a seguir esas formas, te permite desde un inicio tener unas proporciones súper cercanas a la realidad, pero al mismo tiempo pues tienes el pro de que es 3D, entonces tienes todas las herramientas que pues en 2D no tienes, como trabajar con perspectiva, como modificar todo desde cero, utilizando esferas o incluso, digo, yo te recomendaría que si vas a estar esculpiendo un rostro no utilices nada como de base meshes o AMMs, porque justamente el chiste es pues el ejercicio de hacerlo todo desde cero. Pero igual si ya estés bastante familiarizado con el rostro humano y es más como un ejercicio de entretenimiento más que para aprender tanto, pues también hay como muchísimas herramientas que, incluso aquí en ZBrush, pones B y están las AMM parts, que son como partes del cuerpo humano, como narices y cosas así, que vaya, o sea, no es como la forma más adecuada de trabajar al momento que estás practicando, pero igual y para algún otro tipo de proyectos te funciona muy bien. And just give a second, guys. I need to share the streaming. Haven't shared the streaming anywhere, so give me just a couple of seconds. No hay de qué, Andrés. Igual un saludo hasta allá, Colombia. ¿Qué parte de Colombia eres? Este Andrés Mesa am, anda organizando siempre todos los años el Fest allá en Colombia. A ver si ahora con esto de la pandemia que está pasando, toca la oportunidad de darse una vuelta por allá. Ver las orejas un poco. I'm just trying to change the shape of the ears. I'm still trying to figure out the design, so it's not like a nice moment to experiment and just try different shapes. Especially if I'm not following a very specific concept, I can go crazy with the forms and try new things. I need to make the cat just a bit Water. It's just a bit. Hey Fox, buenas noches, saludos hasta allá a Brasil. Conozco un buen de artistas buenísimos que son de Brasil. La neta está cañón la gente allá de Brasil. Give me a second guys, still trying to share this, so it's been kind of a mess. As I was saying earlier, I wasn't going to stream today, at least not at this time. But with the time savings, I had a mess with my schedule. Ah, desde Bogotá. Este año va a ser presencial el Cratfest. Ah, espero poderme dar una vuelta por allá. Si vienes te invito a un café. Ah, pues café de verdad, puro colombiano. Súper, súper anotado, la neta. Ojalá sí pueda tener la oportunidad de ir. La verdad es que todo lo que están haciendo con el Cratfest está súper, súper bueno. Y este Andrés es buenísima persona, entonces igual sería chido dar una vuelta por allá. Just give me a couple of seconds, guys. How much dynamics do you start? I usually use I press Lightbox, which is this menu that you get once you start ZBrush. I usually start with this one, the Sphere 32. It's not really the uh, if I were to start with something, I prefer to start with the IMM brush that has this sphere, like the very super low poly one, this one. But to start, I think that sphere, sphere 32, it's quite good because it's not really that high poly, and at the same time it's not super low poly. It's just the middle point, and it's quite good to start getting some shapes defined, and especially if you're improvising, you need some more resolution to get the design that you have in mind. So usually sphere 32 it's the one I start with, and it's something I'm already used to. So podría hacer un timelapse de lo que has hecho hasta ahora. Ah, claro. No creo que sea mucho, pero es básicamente ponerlo en solo. Empecé con la esfera, le quité volúmenes y empecé con Time Standard a definir un poco la forma, dónde va a estar la nariz, la boca. Agrego un par de esferas para las orejas y he estado un poco dando volumen, trabajando en la forma de las orejas, usando Move, y es básicamente todo hasta ahorita. So I was just showing like a very quick time lapse just to show Fox the state of the model right now. Split the eyes. Ah, no, de que Fox. Hey, you're welcome, Eric. ¿Hay alguna referencia? Son algunas fotos de gato. Realmente no es como las referencias que me gustaría tener. Usualmente que son como muchas referencias de anatomía y de esqueletos, etcétera. Salió un poquillo improvisado el streaming, entonces no me preparé honestamente como suelo hacer con otro tipo de criaturas. Pero con las fotos de gato que tengo, de gatos, creo que es suficiente. Voy a poner los ojos en la cuenca ocular. Y vamos a asignarle un material. So, just to get this started, I'll try it with black. I'm gonna assign an eye material to the spheres that are meant to be the eyes, just to get something similar to what I have in mind. So fill object. Right now it looks super weird. Hopefully we will fix that. Hey, saludos Eric, allá a Brasil. Okay, so I'm gonna keep working on the shapes. Yes. Maybe I can use another sphere just to get the neck area. So this is gonna be like the neck. Another one for the rest of the body. So let's keep defining this, which is gonna be the body. the eyes. I think good. Realmente esta parte de improvisar los ojos y encontrar la ubicación que le queden es un poquito más complicado. Pero vamos a intentar ponerle un color amarillo a los ojos. Like this. Now it currently looks like Yoda. Change this to white again. I think they're way too far from the face. We're still improvising some of the shapes. Just trying to get this neck area working, especially right here on the silhouette. La idea es que esto funcione a diferentes ángulos. Principalmente me estoy enfocando en el ángulo de enfrente, pero al menos ahorita es el que quiero que funcione más. Después poco a poco voy a ir limpiando el resto de los diferentes ángulos que vaya esculpiendo. Entonces no hay una prisa con esto, solo quiero que principalmente el de enfrente es el que sea más limpio. En cuanto utilizo mucho Trim Dynamic para aplanar las formas. So right now I'm using a lot of the Trim Dynamic brush just to get some of the shapes clean, in a cleaner way. And try not to use that much the Smooth brush. Especially for cartoony characters, I believe that's super useful to use a lot of the Trim Dynamic or those planar brushes. Like this. So this is gonna be the snout. So and another one for the nose. Actually split. I'm using auto group, mirror and weld. Get this one. And as usual, if you see me changing my brushes without going to the brush menu, that's because I'm using my shortcuts, my custom shortcuts. That's something I really recommend. Especially if you are new to ZBrush, it's eventually try to get your own shortcuts. Mainly for brushes, try to see which are the brushes that you tend to use the most, and then based on that, make your own hotkeys. These two, just till I get the shape done. And I haven't saved the file, so this is a good point just to save in case something happens later. puedo hacer un poco más hacia afuera. ¿Qué es lo que mencionaba? Hay que verlo en diferentes ángulos, entonces esto podemos hacerlo un poquito más exagerado. Se dan cuenta, del frente casi no se nota la diferencia, pero en los costados sí se nota muchísimo los cachetes. Actually, I'm thinking I can make him like one of those Maneki-neko cats. You know, the one that's moving the hand the whole time. That music is quite weird. Y de nuevo, trato de verlo de diferentes ángulos y ver cómo va quedando el modelo. No solo verlo de enfrente, sino ya eventualmente empiezo a cambiar los ángulos para que se note un poquito más trabajado. I'm still not sure about the mouth. Change the bridge of the nose and add some masking to this area. I need to change this part. Que lo padre utilizar esferas es que tenemos diferentes polygroups asignados a cada esfera y por lo mismo tenemos más control sobre esto. Maybe try to add some color, maybe not black at the moment, but like this could work. Maybe change the material, something darker. Hey Fox, gracias. Sí, un poco el cambio de hacer cosas creepies. Y lo que voy a hacer aquí es ponerle pestañas. Dar un poco la forma. So again, I'm still improvising the shapes, but I really want to give some type of eyelashes. To get that cartoony look. Since it's not gonna be realistic, having these type of eyelashes are gonna be super useful to define the limit of the eye between the face and the eye, so I'll paint this black. RGB fill object. So the idea is to have something that defines the eye a bit more. And I can even rotate this. Now for the nose, I'm not really big fan of this shape. ¿Qué estilo me gusta hacer? Realmente me gusta probar de todo. Creo que principalmente me inclino criaturas, pero vaya, desde hard surface, realistas, rostros humanos, cartoony, todo realmente me encanta. Pero sí, creo que si fuera a inclinarme solo a una cosa, me inclinaría como a la parte como de criaturas. Hey Tiago, how are you doing? Yeah, long time no see. Same, I hope you're doing great. Yeah, it's been a while. I've been a little away from the streamings these past few months, but I'm really trying to take it back. Doing my best to be as consistent as before, but I'm slowly getting there. How about you? It's really nice to change from the usual from the usual creatures and ghouls. Ghouls. Funny cat, bro. Thanks. Doing fine as well. Glad to hear that. Yeah, with all these COVID things, we try to invest time on different things besides staying in the computer, so we don't like spend the whole day there. We're already working and then like maybe having some hobby on the computer, it's fine, but when it's like the only thing that I have left, it's quite complicated. Really like this color. Right, something like this. Hey cat, thank you. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out the design. I think this is the hardest thing to do on cartoony characters, getting the design correct. Especially if you're not following a concept, it makes everything harder. But I think that at the end it's a little bit more fun. Hey Fox, yo no te conocía, voy a seguirte en las redes sociales. Ah, muchísimas gracias Fox. Obrigado. Ay, no importa Fox. Super bien tu español. And I'm trying to get this shape. Right here I'm missing a bit of the eye. So there we go. Try something different for the pose. Need to go with this one. Padre, esto es que si queremos improvisar unas formas, si queremos probar algo diferente, simplemente con ZBrush podemos probar otras alternativas con el modelo. I think this one works better. Look at some references of Maneki-neko. Hey, ¿qué onda Orlando? ¿Cómo andas, bro? Yo todo chido. Por acá improvisando el streaming. Hubo un poquito de confusión con el horario de verano y por poco y me pierdo el streaming. So I'm just trying to see if it works the way I think. Vamos a ponerle la máscara a todo, excepto... esto y... Sí, yo creo que nada más haré un ratito, será un streaming un poquito más corto. La verdad es que me falló por completo lo del horario de verano. ¿A ti qué tal te ha ido con el trabajo? This could be an option. Let me save it. And I'm gonna be going back to another version. So this is gonna be version 2. And the good thing about this is I can go to a previous version just using the timeline and the previous save files. Here. Gonna be my second version. Muy bien, cansado. Me salen los proyectos de cine, entonces ando también con ese tipo de proyecto. Ah, qué chido, felicidades. ¿Son entonces como modelos para animación o qué tipo de o proyectos como de VFX? His eye looks like he's been sniffing too much catnip. Yeah, he's like in that moment where he's like going super crazy with catnip. Lo malo es que no es tan relacionado al 3D. Más que nada producir algunos spots. Bueno, pero igual como experiencia está súper chido. So I've been doing two different options at the moment. which is one of the things I was saying earlier. It's very cool in ZBrush to be able to do this, just concepting by using primitives and then deciding where to go, where to take the model. También empalabraron para algo de animación. Ah, nice. Tal vez se arma algo en ese estilo. Ojalá y sí. Ahora sí que toda la experiencia es lo chido. Now that I have the main shape, I'm gonna start defining a bit more this. So first thing I want to do is split the nose, a different subtool, and for the rest of the body I really want to merge everything into a single subtool, but I really want to get the shape. From the chest area I can make it a bit puffier. No, no hay de qué, bro. Qué chido que te estén saliendo proyectos así. Eso habla del buen trabajo. I'm gonna merge everything, so I'm gonna give it a couple subdivisions right now. This is the previous version I had without any subdivision levels. Then I'm gonna subdivide a couple times, delete lower subdivisions. Lo que hice ahorita fue darle un par de subdivisiones solo para que esté un poco más suave. Quité mis subdivision levels con delete lower y voy a utilizar Dynamesh para unir todo, porque ahorita cada sección es una primitiva, entonces quiero empezar a esculpir. Quito ese projection, prendo el rojo que es el de proyección. Then I can go like this, maybe this is almost enough. I think this is enough resolution. And not really that high poly, but at the same time it's not super low poly. And I have enough resolution to start adding details. Very subtle details. I'm not really going into like crazy mode with the details. Just enough to define a bit more the design. I'm still figuring out the design at this point. Voy a marcar un poquito la diferencia entre el párpado y la mejilla. Y luego lo voy a suavizar para que sea mucho más sutil. So these type of details, they're very subtle, but helps a lot to define, for example, the difference between where the eye is and where the cheekbones are. And although it's a cartoony character, it's really nice to define these, to be able to have the ability to define all these shapes. It's really nice. I'm using right now the clay brush to get that more soft look to the sculpture. Para la nariz todavía no tengo el diseño definitivo, pero al menos puedo hacer un poquito más limpio esta forma. Y lo mismo, quiero ver desde arriba cómo se ve, entonces con Trim Dynamic limpio un poco esta geometría. Queda un poquito más hard surface esto. The fat roll he has on the neck, make it a bit bigger. And I'm just making very subtle changes. Everything needs to look super soft. That's the idea of the character, to look like super soft and puffy. Change this.
Someday I will replace that big frown on your face with a smile and a murderous glare. We are two of a kind, violent, unsound of mind. You're the yin to my yang, can't you see?
Let's
And if I were to leave you,
round the eyes.
face it, bats, you'd be lost without me. You'd be lost, you'd be lost. Face it, bats, you'd be lost without me. I'm just trying to show you just how well I know you. I understand just how you feel. Through your reason, no way, 'cause you had one bad day and your mind let go of the wheel. Still we're fated to battle, you pout and I prattle. Don't you ever tire of this game? But you'll not make it in, 'cause I'm your only friend. We are opposites, but we're the same. We are two of a kind, violent, unsound of mind. You're the yin to my yang, can't you see? And if I were to leave, you would grumble and grieve. Face it, bats, you'd be lost without me. You'd be lost, you'd be lost. Face it, bats, you'd be lost without me. We have so many wonderful stories. I have studied the mind of this bat. A hero with no praise or glory, just his cape and his cave and his
Something like this, and that way I have something a bit more defined. make these changes on this skin, like these folds very subtle. So I'm using them standard, and then John smoothing. I think I like more this type of eyes. To see if I can make the eyes bigger. Even more catnip. It's just a middle point between those two. Probando esto de formas. Es un poquito menos exagerado, pero algo como por aquí. Yeah, mucho catnip. You can see the effect going in those round eyes. And now for the legs. Okay, I'm gonna make everything super soft. Slowly getting there. Mirror and world, just in case I didn't have symmetries. And I'm still smoothing everything. If you pay attention, once I start adding the spheres, that's saving me a lot of work late after the Dynamesh. Because right now I have everything with different spheres, different polygroups, but at the same time I use those spheres to create the base. So right now I'm just smoothing and cleaning and refining, but I'm not really sculpting anything from scratch. Everything has already been defined by those spheres. And I'm gonna make this section go over the arm like this. add just a square, like a cube, to use as a floor. Y a veces me gusta hacer esto, poner simplemente como un cubo para definir el piso y que justamente todas las patas y el estómago, todo esté tocando el piso. Algo así. Y entonces ya puedo usar esto como referencia de cómo se va a ver el piso e irlo modificando. Esto tiene que ir un poco más arriba. Y de nuevo, como es un personaje cartoon, personaje medio cute, la idea es que sean puras curvas, tratar de evitar líneas rectas en todas partes. Incluso aquí quiero que sea una curva muy sutil. And for this part, again, I'm gonna use the floor. A very subtle change of shape right here. Right where he's supposed to be touching the ground. Y trato de verlo en diferentes ángulos. Por ejemplo, aquí creo que las orejas quedan muy chuecas. Utiliza Trim Dynamic para aplanarlo un poco más. Queda un poco más limpio esto. By using Trim Dynamic, I'm starting to get cleaner cleaner shapes on the ears. The music doesn't fit the character. And again, doing everything curves, avoiding straight lines. And this is supposed to be like hidden underneath all the fur, so this clay and standard brush and then smoothing just to get everything cleaner shape. I can change the shape of the paws. Even use these to get. Maybe a little more subtle change here. Cuando hago streamings, usualmente son los jueves. Los jueves 8 p.m. de Los Ángeles, 10 p.m. de la Ciudad de México. And maybe this. Going a bit more to the ground. Now, he actually needs a tail, so very important. Hidden. Could be an option. Now he actually needs some whiskers. Hey Fox, gracias a ti, que descanses. Saludos allá a Brasil. Save this. It's gonna not. Sorry guys. It's gonna be a very quick streaming, so I'm just gonna change the pose and then I'm gonna make a very quick render inside KeyShot. Let's use Transpose Master. Let me check the subdivision level on this. And we have Transpose Master. We don't need the eyes or the eyelids. Only the head. So I'm gonna start masking the head. Ahorita voy a poner la máscara a la cabeza porque quiero girarlo un poco para que la escultura se vea un poquito más dinámica. Hey Andrei, how are you doing, mate? with some masking. Maybe just make it slightly irregular, just to break the symmetry a bit. And then if I'm moving like this the head, I might need some folds side. Compared to this one, that is gonna be cleaner. And the tail needs to be also symmetrical, not non-symmetrical. You know this music, Andre? Yeah, it's Claro de Lune. Claro de Luna. Cute cat. Thanks. Just finishing the last touches. Maybe move a bit the ear. Just to break a bit the symmetry, you know? So it's not entirely symmetrical. Same goes for this leg. Okay, I think we are ready. Ready. Hey, CG artist. I don't have references besides pictures of cats. So I'm pretty much just improvising the design. And I think I can make a render of this. So I'm gonna send this to KeyShot just to finish the streaming. Entonces yo con esto voy a terminar el streaming, solo voy a hacer un render rápido en KeyShot. Voy a mandar a KeyShot usando el bridge. Now, since I'm using the bridge, everything is faster inside KeyShot. I don't need to import or export anything. Everything's pretty much straightforward, but let me change the view to KeyShot. Oh, my KeyShot is all moved. Give me a second, guys. Tengo que ajustar el KeyShot en el OBS. I think this is enough. So I'm gonna change the specular of the eyes and the ambient, so it's something brighter. Now for the rest of the cat, might use some regular materials, plastic heart, rough material, something like this. And instead of white, it's gonna be black. We change the environment, something a little bit more interesting, but without changing the background. Voy a cambiar el fondo. Hey Mario García, ¿cómo estás? Ya bastante tiempo sin saber igual de ti. Igual, un saludo y éxito en tus metas. Pero irte por acá un poquillo más seguido. Y el environment. Paste link material. Es un poquito más oscuro el gato. Casi negro. Sí. Entonces iba a ser totalmente negro. Igual que material. Make a rougher material for the fur. Watch this. Hey, Golden Kitty, fitting to the name of the streaming. Thank you. Let's see if I can find a different environment. Ya solo encontré cosas un environment chido. Materials. You can even get rid of this cube. See how it looks without it. I need to fix the belly, so. Need to find the last material for this, and we are good to go. Y esto lo voy a hacer un poquito menos blanco. Está bien. Quizás podré rotar los ojos para la próxima. Que es un poquito más dinámico, pero creo que dejar el streaming hasta aquí. Thanks to everyone who came by to the streaming. You can find me in social media up here, like my ArtStation, Instagram, all that. See you next Thursday for the next streaming, and what else? Well, stay safe, guys. See you next week, and have a good night. Nos vemos en el próximo streaming. Gracias a todos los que estuvieron aquí en el streaming. Nos vemos, Orlando. Muchas gracias, bro. Ya esperemos terminarlo en la semana, meterle más detalles y incluso color. Ya saben, nos vemos el próximo jueves. Dejo mi social media, o está aquí en el banner. Instagram, ArtStation, ya saben todo eso, YouTube. Nos vemos la próxima semana. Que descansen. Hey, Bad Cat, thank you. Have a good night.